Sup. My name is Ray for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council, and hello, Greg. Thanks for touching everything. This is the Infernities deck profile. It's the Infernities duels. I just came off the Gaming Council, so that's why I'm like on everything. Anyway, the Blackwing duels were supposed to go up first, but they were taking a little bit longer to actually do the post commentary, so I wanted to do the Infernities, because the Infernities, I have like everything lined up for it, so I just wanted to get it out the door for you guys. So set 5, say go, that's a legitimate strategy. No, set 4, say set 1, that's even better of a legitimate strategy. Mikey's still playing RaidRaptors during this game. He actually plays them against Blackwings, so you're going to get two interesting games here. Greg is coming to the into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council and the Gaming Council. Greg is going to be more avid part of what we do here because, well, we're going to be doing beginner's guide. Just show him the upstart, draw one, play the MST, choose your middle card. He wants to chain that card's attack, rip my life into pieces. He's taking everything away from me that I know. Why, Mikey? Why would you do that? Why would you make me suffer? He gets another surge on top of this shit. Really? Fuck. But it's fun. It's absolutely fine. I'm just a little bit amped from coming off of the Gaming Council stuff. I know I dropped the Gaming Council name left and right because I'm like just uber excited after 3 years of finally having it, so you'll have to forgive me for that. I am terribly sorry for those who don't care about our video game stuff and only wear our tabletop card game stuff. It's fine. Still love you guys at the end of the day. He's gonna go for the double summon effect. I call it the double summon effect. He basically the Goblinberg effect. The Goblinberg effect. Let's not say that. He's got another card's attack. He could basically destroy all my back row, say fuck you Ryu, and I'll have nothing to go off of unless I top deck an Archfiend. I don't know why. First game I'm drawing awful. I don't get to show off the really cool combo. Everyone's gonna say, but you play a dead deck Infernities. Let me break this down for you. I come from OCG land. OCG land, when we go to locals, we play with friends. We play whatever the fuck we want. We don't really, get in that whole competitive aspect of it. We want to win because it's fun to win, but we're going to play a deck we're going to have fun with at the end of the day. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So if you guys can dig that, then perfect. If not, well, you're going to have to learn to understand that one. Eventually, when my schedule does clear up, I do want to enter regionals again. I do want to go to YCSs. I do want to do all that, but right now my schedule is just so freaking ridiculously hectic that it's like we're just catching up with the eBay store now. I think most of you should have already noticed that one. Thank you, Mikey, for all that hard work you've been putting into it, and thank you, Kathy, for also helping with that. So we've been doing everything we can to launch channels and get everything underway for you guys. We're doing as much as humanly possible to actually push everything out the door on time with nothing being delayed. So Master Coin, thanks for taking the Mirage out of my hand. I actually needed that. Thank you, Mikey. It's just that's the one thing I hate about Mirage. I only play the one, so it's like, fuck, man, why would I see it in my hand now? But it's kind of one of those things. Play the Infinity Break and utilize it later if I get the cards so needed. I might rip my D Prison. I love D Prison, such a great card. But it's just one of those situations I'm just like, son of a bitch. Top deck Beetle. Yes, this is the Beetle variant of the deck, which allows you to go Boxia into the whole loop. You will see it in this dual video. That's technically a game loss for me for having that in my main deck. So either which way, I'll lose this game, to be fair, and we'll have a game 3. If anything, if I win the next one. If I don't win the next one, it's just going to be 2-0 on Mikey. But, hey, it is what it is. So, punch. We're just going to let slide because I was testing like combos and everything with Lightsworn Clowns, as I like to call them, Clown Blade Lightsworn, for you guys. So that's part of the reason why that was in the main deck. I have no other real reason to say why it was in there, but it was in there. So go for Yugioh. I'm going to Synchro Climb here into Void Ogre Dragon, thinking that this is a great move. Well, to be fair, it's pretty much the best thing I could have went next to BL's, but he would have just done what he did to it. Greg, stop touching the card. That looks so weird. So I had to move his hand out of the way because it just looks so weird. But he just wanted to like spice up the video by pointing everything out. And honestly, I think you guys don't want everything pointed out, but you guys can honestly just answer that for yourselves. And then if you do want to point out, we'll have Greg come and he'll just point every single thing out in the game, trying to spice it up. But I'm just trying to stay focused onto the game. I'm pretty much going to get wrecked here by the wreckage of his Rise Falcon. I think it's Rise Falcon. I may be wrong or something like that. I know I'm not too keen on names here when it comes to RaidRaptors. Armageddon Knight, let's drop a monster into the grave. My stacked necromancers, the struggle of stacked necromancers. I'm just gonna bring that out, you know, straight into the graveyard, because if he destroys my Organ Knight, then at least I have a follow-up play. Otherwise, I'm pretty much screwed without a follow-up play, and then he's going to just be able to wreck me. He's going to be able to wreck my shit. But he's going to rank up into the next RaidRaptor. God, RaidRaptors are just hilarious to use. There's something I really do want to use, but I haven't put together yet. I am working on something that I haven't had on the channel in a long time, IRL-wise. So it'll come. It'll come in the next few days or so. Probably after the Blackwing deck profile, after the Blackwing duel video, that's when you'll probably see it. I top deck a warning. Mikey's going to be able to take the win here because I have nothing to utilize against him and his freaking thing. Top deck is Soul Charge. He's going to Solemn Warning. I'm going to Scoop Phase on game 1. So let's go into game 2. Here we go, game 2. Let's get it started. Let's do this. I bumped the camera because it's getting cold. I have knee problems. I'm an old guy. No, I'm kidding. In all seriousness, I do have knee problems because of injury to my knee. And I think anyone who's ever had an injury to like part of their body, you'll know that when it gets cold, you have like a little radar when it's about to snow. So, to me, my radar was starting to trigger off because of the cold air. So that's kind of why I bumped the camera. So sorry guys if you guys get annoyed by bumpage of the camera. I can't fully help it because of my leg. Go to main phase 2. I'm going to set 3 cards, say go, because I'm just trying to get that Summoner Monk out of my hand. That's one thing I may end up cutting from the main deck. And for anyone asking, the deck profile will come after this because I want you guys to be able to see it in action, see the hands, see everything, you know, like how I play out of shit hands. But Mikey's deck is faster, so I need to keep him at a slower pace so my deck can actually play catch-up because catch-up is good on hot dogs. No, in all seriousness, it's great on everything. The catch-up situation is catching up, not catch-up. I just wanted to make that joke because I mispronounce these things so much. So I needed to basically just set up here. So I'm going to go Direwolf to pop his back row. And going from Direwolf to pop his back row, I'll be able to, and it's actually the last card on the bottom that wanted to stay there, I'm going to be able to pop that, get that out of the way, banish out the Street Patrol, get the Necromancer. I rate normal summon, so I shouldn't go for anything but a spell or a trap. Launcher is an option, but not the best viable option right now. I believe I've called a Haunted face down. If anything, that little twisty sound you just heard, I'm just moving my my pop filter. The pop filter of pops. In all seriousness, I'm just moving it out of the way so it's a little more accurate to where I'm talking. So, go for Necromancer, go for effect, set card, attack, and then just say go, because Mikey had no back row at this point. And let's see where we are. He's going to set a card, he's going to set another card, and he's going to say go, because there's really nothing else he can do at the moment. I have an Upstart Goblin, I'm going to play it. I go for Street Patrol, yay for Street Patrol. Street Patrol is going to attack. Am I going to go into an Exceed? Not till main phase 2. No, Ryu, you don't go into it till main phase 2 because just logic. It's that damn thing with like 1900 defense, so I'd take 3. And now I'm going to overlay into Castell during the main phase 2 to basically get rid of it. And Mikey's making the joke, well, if you basically snipe it back into my deck and give me exactly what I need, I'd die laughing. I said I would too, but we'll see what happens. So get rid of it. Get that shit out of here, and go for Call of the Haunted for the Archfiend. Boom, Archfiend's gonna get the search, but I'm gonna let Mikey finish shuffling here. Go for the cut. Obviously, sometimes I like to rush it, depending on camera battery. Wanted to go for Beetle here, but then I realized that's a terrible play. So I'm recalling the play real quick because it's just a friendly match, but Mikey didn't want me to, but I still do. I still do. Mainly because it's a friendly match. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But it would have left me in a really stupid situation that otherwise would have been an issue. If you want Mikey's RaidRaptor deck profile, I can ask him to shoot it over to me so I can actually upload for you guys and have it come out right around the time the Infernities one goes up or the day after. So that way you get both deck profiles that were used in the dual video. So, let's see what happens. I draw for my turn. Obviously, I don't want to have anything clogging up my back row. Call the Haunted is clogging up my back row. And that's one thing. I'm thinking about switching out Phoenix Chains to breakthroughs, but Phoenix Chain just slows down the game state, so I think Call the Haunted would be switched out for something else. But there's nothing revival-wise that is just as good as a trap card called Call the Haunted, so there's really no point at the moment to do so. He's gonna get a search. Harpy Harpist, just such a good card for any like Wind Beast deck that can search. It's such a good card that allows you to do so many stupid things. I just moved the microphone over, so I'm getting a little more comfortable over here. So he summons his RaidRaptor, which gives him an additional summon. I believe that's how that one works, or it's specials one from the hand. It's one of the two effects. And look, he gets the one I snipe back. I call hacks on that. You know, Mikey cheating. He's got them cheating skills. He's just cheating. I'm joking around when I'm saying that he's cheating. Just so everyone knows, so there's no hurt feelings, because we still make jokes to each other. You know, I'm joking around here. So, let's see. Mikey summons I want to say that's Fuzzy Lannis, but I'm not 100% sure if that is Fuzzy Lannis. I'm not exactly sure if that is. Looking from here, I'm just reading the effect to make sure, you know, anything that basically needs to get taken care of is going to get taken care of during this game. So, he's going to, from the looks of it, overlay into that Plotamius and go for Infinity. No, I'm joking. I'm not sure exactly what he's going for at the moment, but we'll know in a moment. We'll know in a moment. But he's got two of those rank ups in hand. So that's kind of scary when you think about it. Looking back at this, it's really fucking scary. So he's going to go for the overlay of all three into the RaidRaptor. Which, do I have response here? I'm not sure if I have response here. Find out in a minute. He's got the rank up. So he's going to rank it up. And he's going to burn out the next one. I believe that's the rank 6 one. I forgot exactly what it does, but I'm going to bottomless it. He's got his counter trap card that basically is a Dark Bribe without the draw, just straight up negates. This is pretty nifty as long as you have a RaidRaptor. Think of it that way. And again, that is pretty nifty because any setup you get into that normally your opponent would be able to break up, you could flip that up and then they're not going to be able to, or a pendulum comes out, they're not going to be able to utilize their pendulums, and you can take it from there. So it's hilarious to say the least. It really is. Excuse me. So let's see what happens, because I'm not exactly sure what Mikey's going to do from here. But it looks like he's going to call for effects, and that's when I Fiendish Chain the living crap out of it. That back row though that I have, he's going to activate effects of whatever RaidRaptor that one is. I know it gives him additional search, but it gives him a search for the rank up, and he's going to be able to rank it up again, I believe. I'm not sure if there is that level 8 one. He drops 3 cards. He's card sharking me. Judge, he threw cards at me. He's trying to be Gambit from the X-Men. He hurt me. Joking. I have to always say I'm joking because someone's going to take me dead ass serious and it's going to be like, well, I was joking around. You don't joke in Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't. Go for Armageddon Night effect. Just ask if he has a response. Obviously, he doesn't from what we've seen, but I'm just, still just making sure. And just trying to set up here. What can Ryu actually do here? I can go for Direwolf. Direwolf, best thing ever. No. Gonna go for attack. They're both going to die. But Mikey wants to activate Rank Up, which I'm going to activate Infernity Barrier. Rip and Pepperoni. So both are now going to die because they have the same attack stat. Both will die. And now I'm going to play Infernity Break afterwards to actually, but I was basically saying to him I could have played it, I still had it to play it. I thought I was playing it, but I was telling him I still had Infernity Break if you had something else. He goes, I shouldn't have wasted the other thing or whatever it was. So I said to him I still had the Infernity Break to, do it that way if need be. So he's going to take the damage, and pretty much looks like we're going to be going to Game 3 in about 30 seconds. Minor spoiler! We're going to Game 3 in about 30 seconds. I just used the Infernity Classic control factor in all seriousness, like it's just controlling the game. So I'm going to Infernity Break that too. I'm going to Infernity Break that. I'm not going to Infernity Break that too, because that's the first thing I'm Infernity Breaking. And then I'm going to attack in for game. So, well, pretty much what will be game because he won't have anything to really use. So he's going to enter scoop phase onto game 3. Here we go. Here we go, game 3. I didn't even realize how long this was. This is pretty much as long as the Blackwing game. The Blackwing game is like clocking, I think, close to 28 minutes or something like that. It's super long. So, at least now I don't feel bad about the Infernity deck profile only being a deck profile and not having the duels, alongside with it. Because usually that's exactly what I like to do on the channel. I like to make sure. And if there's a missing card, then obviously it's going to be Book of Moon. I'm not 100% sure. Because freaking just my dumbass luck as of late when it comes to it. I think it's because I was supposed to head out that day and I basically like rushed to get everything done because I was prepping for the gaming council. But just all those monsters, it's so nasty. Stop top decking monsters. So I'm gonna have to get very creative here. So I go for Summoner Monk, discard 1, go for I want to say Street Patrol. No, Armageddon Knight to discard the Street Patrol. And then I believe I'm going for Direwolf here to pop his monster and instead of warning. But I'm going to give him a warning. In all seriousness, let's see what happens. Go for Direwolf, pop monster, rip and pepperoni. I like making that joke. Someone told me that in the comment section, rip and pepperoni. I've been digging it ever since. He's going to take 1600. I'm going to say go. But basically he's at 84 because of the double upstart that I did, which I kind of regret now. I should have just went Summoner Monk into Street Patrol into Direwolf combo, less monsters in hand, take it from there, but whatever, it'll work itself out. At least I'm hoping it'll work itself out. I'm just adjusting the camera there, making sure it's good. And he's going for the RaidRaptor effect. What will you do, Mikey? He's going to overlay. That's what he's going to do. And I have that solemn warning that I'm just preparing myself to use. He's going to go for 101. Nope, get out of here. Ripping sausages. So I don't have to say pepperoni. Ripping pieces. That would have worked too. Set the barrier. Set that. Attack for another 16. He goes from 84 down. My math is horrendous. I want to say 6,800, but my math is horrendous. Probably less than that, but still. Or more than that, like 66 or 76. I want to say 76 because that probably sounds appropriate. So we'll go with 7,600. He's close. He's getting there. I'm going to make him tap. He summons his RaidRaptor. He attacks my monster. He's going to take some more damage. Rip in pieces. Rip. And he's going for effect. That's just lovely. Now he can make a RaidRaptor baby. He's going to make a RaidRaptor baby. Yay, RaidRaptor baby. I just have to say it. It sounds so funny. Yeah, that's Rise Falcon. Okay, I was right. It is Rise Falcon, but he's going to rank up his Rise Falcon, and I don't know the name of the one that he ranks up to. That one I'm not familiar with. So, will he activate effects? Yep, he's going to pop the Street Patrol and take it from there. Camera gets bumped. Rip knee for bumping camera. But I have a bum knee, that's pretty much why, so my apologies for that. I know the first part of this commentary was like all over the place, and now I'm just like kind of relaxed about it. Here comes that upstart into that Insuffusion, that beautiful Insuffusion into the Norden. Let's go, Norden! Did you do? I have Armageddon Knight and Summon Monk. I'd like to grab one, friend. I'd like to grab one. So we're gonna grab Armageddon Knights. Not going to be able to use effect, Norden. That's the main reason why, in case anyone's wondering and hasn't seen a Norden combo yet. I'm basically just figuring out exactly what to do here. And I believe I'm going Castell. Castell's like my go-to guy. And detach 2. Snipe back in. Boom! Get out of here. Looking at Grave. Making sure there's, I'm doing what I want to do here. I believe I'm going to put one of these guys in attack mode, but Castell, 2,000 damage. And throw one of the Necromancers in attack position, and Mikey instantly reads it as Infernity Barrier, which is true. It's the only reason I threw it in attack mode. But I kind of want to like just scare him in, just scare the shit out of him. But it gets him to attack. I'm going to take some damage, that's fine. Because now I could actually just like put more damage on. So I actually top deck a Foolish Burial. So now things are going to get extremely sacky. Get the Archfiend. And I believe that's his Wabaku card, basically, where you take no damage. He may have played that wrong, I'm not sure. He's like, bro, I don't take any damage. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to Inferno loop your ass, and it'll be amazing. So pay very close attention to what's going to happen here. Inferno Beetle will be able to get me 2 more, and this is exactly why it's called the Boxia loop. And you probably saw it on Subscriber Showcase. It was inspired exactly by that. It just, I took my my current Infernities I was playing at the time and basically fine-tuned them into this new build, which uses the Boxia loop. So very easy to do. Here comes the Beetle to the Archfiend into a Memphis Horus. Memphis Horus is delicious. It's a worm, and that's what gets you Boxia. As you talk about this in the deck profile, this now negates the Harpus. You can now use Boxia's effect to return the Harpus back inside of his deck, which is hilarious. And then I can use Boxia's secondary effect to send one of my monsters level 4 or lower to the graveyard to actually get a level 4 or lower monster from my graveyard back in my field. The only thing is, it can't be the same monster. So basically, I have to target one on the field and one in the grave, and that's how it works. So I will never, like, you'll never see me doing Necromancer because it won't work. Just so that's clear in case anyone didn't catch it. I'm going for the launcher. We're going to make Trish. And making beautiful, beautiful Trish is just going to be uberly delicious. Uberly. Not Uber, just uberly delicious. So we're going to basically close this game off by dropping Trish on Mikey. And yes, I feel dirty about it. Oh wait, no, we're not. We're actually going to go for Goyle Guardian. Because it's going to be even sackier. And now I'm going to bring back the Beetle. And I'm going to overlay the Beetle. Oh no, I'm going to bring back the Archfiend. Oh, I'm going all sack. Hello, I'm going all sack to hell. All sack to hell. And since he doesn't take damage, it's fine. He's got like 1 turn to live, but pretty much that would be OTK status. And he scoops, he surrenders. That's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the videos and the annotations. As always, I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Make sure to check out the Gaming Council, Council Network, and the Pokemon Council. Links in the description. And thank you for Greg and Mikey for appearing in the video. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Infinity deck profile coming up very shortly.